Hello everyone, this is Bryce from Nintendo Everything, and I am back again today because I think you have all heard the rumors that a new Nintendo Direct is incoming soon. Some people are thinking that it can be dropped as soon as Monday, others maybe this week, and regardless of what you believe, I personally don't believe that the Direct is coming that soon. It's still fun to speculate what Nintendo would bring in a new Direct. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give our predictions for a new Nintendo Direct, talk about what we think is likely and what we'd potentially like to see. And hopefully we'll hear from you guys too down in the comments what you think will be in a Direct and when you think it's coming. So without further ado, let's get into it. So like I said, there's been a lot of talk ramping up about this fabled Nintendo Direct. While there have been no confirmed sources for these rumors, there have been some more reputable sources talking about games coming soon for Nintendo, specifically of the 35th anniversary Mario collection that have been in the headlines for a long time now. I really do believe this is a real thing coming, and I actually think this is going to structure the next Nintendo Direct we see. That's right, I think the next Nintendo Direct is not going to be a general presentation, it's going to be a 35th anniversary Mario Direct. This Direct will be 30 minutes. It will focus on mostly just Super Mario related games. Now I don't say this because the Super Mario 35th anniversary is particularly important, but I say it because Nintendo's had a hard year with a lot of its development shutting down, and it's sitting on a treasure trove of remasters and remakes that people have been asking for years. Nintendo will definitely have a general Direct soon to give updates on its other games, but the Super Mario Direct will give a lot of fan favorite games to play right now and hold them over until the next games that require major development. And starting off this Super Mario presentation will be this 35th anniversary Super Mario collection that I mentioned earlier. This will come in two separate game packs. First, a remaster of Super Mario Sunshine with HD textures. It will be about $60 and probably be out around October. The second game pack will be Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 in a game bundle that will cost $60. This also brings HD textures to the game. This will be released around the same time as Super Mario Sunshine. Lots of people thought that they would put all of these games into one pack and maybe even include Super Mario 64, but I just do not see Nintendo undervaluing their property in this way. Nintendo notoriously knows the value of their backlog, so I think that these games will be split up and have two separate $60 game packs. After this announcement, I think Nintendo is going to show off another remaster, that of Super Mario 3D World for the Nintendo Switch. This will feature slightly crisper graphics, kind of like Captain Toad, but it will also have exclusive levels to the Nintendo Switch version. They might call it deluxe, but it's going to be $60. Like I said, Nintendo will never undervalue its backlog, and I believe that this remaster will be out as soon as August. This was another one that's seen some rumors from more reputable sources. I believe it's going to be a reality. It just makes perfect sense, especially with seeing how much New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe sold. It's a no-brainer. Now, right after this, I think Nintendo is going to show off some paid DLC for Super Mario Maker 2. Yes, they had the final update for Super Mario Maker 2, but it specified last free update. So paid DLC is not off limits, and I think they're going to capitalize off of having Super Mario 3D World on the Switch by selling DLC that will allow players to create 3D worlds in Super Mario Maker. I believe that this DLC will be shadow dropped at the end of the presentation to create hype for the Super Mario 3D World remaster. There will be limitations, of course. I don't know if they'll do water levels or certain crazy levels that were in the game, but I do believe they're going to bring this extra game style and charge $20 for the DLC. Now after this, we'll be at about the halfway mark of this Direct, and I think Nintendo's going to bring some huge news for their Nintendo Switch Online service. This news is going to start by showing that Super Mario 64 is coming to Nintendo Switch. This will be a full port of Super Mario 64 with HD capability, maybe even a special version of the game, kinda like they did with Zelda 2 with the special versions of those games. But that may just be hopeful thinking. Either way, Super Mario 64 will be coming to Nintendo Switch, and it will be featured in a new tier of their online service. This tier of service will be $30 a year, and it will also include Nintendo 64 games and the classic console on Switch. Super Mario 64 will be the first one announced at this time, and they will say that more info is coming soon on that. And they'll also give a rough outline of just fall release. Some of you may think this is a little out there, but I think that Nintendo really needs to start pushing the gas on their Nintendo Switch Online service. It's always been common knowledge that their online is not great, and probably the reason why many people have not subscribed to it. But if they throw out Nintendo 64 games for the Switch, I think they'll definitely have many more subscribers. But like I said, Nintendo's not going to undervalue its properties, so it's going to have another tier of service for Nintendo 64 games. Now this is the part of the presentation where I get a little hazy, because this is usually where they make some minor announcements in a direct, but I just can't bring myself to believe that they would bring back some sports games for Super Mario. I mean, they already have Mario Tennis on the Switch, but Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games is pretty much their cover-all for the rest of the sports. So I just don't know if they would bring back a mainline Super Mario sports game. Of course, I would love to see Super Mario Strikers get another game, but I believe if they did have an announcement here about a sports game, I think it might be golf. I'm not going to go too far into that prediction just because I don't think that they'll actually do something like that, but I thought I'd throw it out there anyway. Finally, we'll be winding down here in the direct, and I think Nintendo is going to make an announcement that is a little out of left field, which is a change to what they consider the Nintendo Selects games. I think they'll keep the Wii U, the 3DS, the Wii games, but I think they'll finally announce Switch games coming to their Selects line. This will make any Switch game featured in their Selects line $40 instead of $60, because again, Switch games are selling like hotcakes and they don't want to undervalue themselves. They'll mention that Super Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8 are coming to the Selects line, and they will be $40 from now on. I personally think that the criteria for this new Nintendo Selects line will be if a game sells over 10 million and also is out for at least 2 years. Games like Splatoon and The Legends of Breath of the Wild will be included shortly after. I just think that Nintendo's going to capitalize on these games that are getting sequels now. This will give much more incentive to people that are looking at maybe buying the sequel instead. And this goes into what I believe will be the final announcement in this 35th anniversary Mario Direct.
Speaking of, before we end this direct, I actually have one more thing to show you.
Nintendo is going to close with a gameplay glimpse of Super Mario Odyssey 2. Super Mario Odyssey 2 is going to be a direct sequel, just like Super Mario Galaxy 2, and it's going to be Nintendo's big game for holiday 2020. I know it seems like it's a little early to announce this game and be like, it's out in 6 months, but I really believe that Nintendo needs more time to finish up Breath of the Wild 2. And a Mario game being a direct sequel means that the same engine can be used, and Mario games creating from the same engine come out way quicker than those that need to be built from the ground up. This will just be a short glimpse of gameplay and a title. There will be a general Nintendo Direct coming soon after this 35th anniversary Super Mario one. This is where we're gonna get more updates on like Bayonetta 3, Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, but with the year that Nintendo's had where a lot of its production is shutting down because of COVID-19, all these remasters have been pushed out for this year because it makes sense financially. Super Mario always sells like hotcakes, and on top of that, all of these remakes will need very minimal development, so they can get it out pretty quick and make a huge profit. But like I said, this is just a prediction. I have many more regarding a general direct, and I'm not even sure if this Super Mario Direct is going to happen anytime soon. But I thought it would be fun to put together and see what I thought would be coming in Super Mario presentation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you agree with my predictions, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, also let me know, and maybe just talk about what you want to see from a direct. Do you think one's coming soon, and what is your big game you're hoping for? So now I guess we just wait and see if this direct rumor comes true. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.